You know, atheists really amaze me. They really do. They talk so much about morals and ethics, but I don't understand why they care about those things. It's kind of a dead issue, isn't it? I mean, why would they believe in those things, or believe to be, why should they be good, or why should they, I guess it makes them feel good, but why should they do it? Why should they have kids? Why should they live? Why should they, because atheists believe that we're just a collection of atoms.
Well, your first mistake is just lumping everyone together in the same group. Not everyone who lacks a belief in a deity is going to say we're just atoms. Although I'm comfortable with my relative insignificance in the universe. But, I figure you kind of hit the nail on the head. It makes us feel good. That's really all there is to it. Our life is finite. We have a short period of time that we exist in a form that has intelligence and the ability to recognize itself as living, and have fun with that.
But see, there are differences between creatures, between animals, between people, between bugs, between pipes, between rocks. Yes, we all are, made from atoms, but humans have something called feelings. Yeah, you thought I was going to say it right. No, feelings. We care about people. We care about, our families. Rocks don't. Sorry. Pipes don't. Animals don't. Animals just take care of their young because they have to survive.
I would have to disagree with you there. I think animals do have feelings. They're probably not as complicated and easy to recognize as ours, but they do have some form of feelings. They have certain emotional attachments. Why else would certain species of animals mate for life, where when their mate dies, they don't pick a new one? There might be some just natural instinct that's just the way they are. They might have an emotional attachment. It's hard to recognize without the ability to analyze how animals think. But if you've ever had a number of different pets, say a dog and a cat, and you have to have one of them put down, the surviving one will recognize that the other one's missing. It might even show signs of distress because it misses having that friend to play with. There's a number of pictures on Google, if you go find them, of animals that are killed where their friend or partner, whatever you want to call it, is showing signs of distress. There's one where a cat's been hit by a car and there's the dog by it howling. There's one of them where a bird probably got hit by a car because it's in the street. And there's another bird kind of making a distressed, open-beaked look like it's heartbroken. And so it's not just about taking care of your offspring. It's just that we don't have the ability to recognize as easily how they feel. Our survival never depended on it. We've never had to learn how to recognize that animal's sad, that animal's happy.
But see, atheists, you guys believe when you die, that's it. You believe, of course the earth is going to die, the sun's going to die, and that's going to be it. So, there's going to be nothing. Nothing. So, why have a family, atheist? Why?
we're here, we might as well. Like you said, it makes people happy. Just because our life will end, that doesn't mean everyone else's will. And just because Earth is going to be inhabitable someday, that doesn't mean that has to be the end of the human race. If we ever manage to leave this little dot in space, we can move to the stars. Be a pretty cool life. But I probably won't live long enough to see that. And assuming we don't exterminate ourselves before that, maybe my children will, or their children, or their children's children. Guess it's just instinct. Keep the species alive.
That's why sometimes I believe atheists are just lying or something, because, I mean, that doesn't make any sense. That atheists believe we're just a collection of atoms, we just came from the Big Bang. Matter just came out of thin air.
Matter just came out of thin air. That's a good one.
I think it's more believable that a spiritual deity created the matter, because spiritual is something we can't really understand, and that would be one thing that would be able to create the matter, because matter can't really create matter, can it?
So that's how it happened. Someone just went, and everything exists. Frickin' amazing.
But my general point is this. Atheist, there's no point in you being nice to people, there's no point in you having a family, there's no point of you doing anything, because if we're just all a collection of atoms, there's no difference between me and that pipe over there.
Do things have to have a point to be enjoyable? No. If it did, we probably wouldn't have the majority of shows on TV. We wouldn't have the majority of sites on the internet. People wouldn't paint art. People wouldn't compose music. It'd be kind of boring.
The difference between, living or not living. There's no difference between dead or being alive. There's no differences. So why live? Why do anything? Why, be here? Why? Why do we insist to reproduce? Why do animals insist to reproduce? What would be the point?
There isn't one. That's what makes it fun. As long as you're happy, you make other people happy, you don't go around hurting people or destroying things, you can enjoy a relatively long life. There doesn't have to be a point. Maybe that's the point.
Why survive if there is nothing? Why survive if the Earth is going to be destroyed anyway one day, and then no one's going to know the Earth was ever here, or the Sun was ever here, because the Sun will die, and everything's going to die eventually?
Well, it depends. How's the Earth going to get destroyed? I mean, if I'm going to die anyways, and it's pretty cool looking, might as well enjoy that.
That's my general point, atheists. It's my general point. And, can you atheists ask me just a quick question here? Why is it certain birds, can speak, and talk, but monkeys can't? Are we more closely related to a, bird or a monkey? I mean, which one, guys? Because I just don't get that one. Evolution really fucked the monkeys over, but they're helping the birds out now. So...
I cut out where he rambles on, but birds don't really understand the sounds they make when they when they copy our speech patterns. They're just making sound. From what I understand, birds in the wild, the more complicated and elaborate they can make their sounds, the more exotic noises they can add in, the better chances they have of attracting a mate. And if that gives them the ability to recreate what people sound like, so be it. Monkeys don't need that to survive, so they've never evolved that vocal capacity. But again, birds really don't understand what they're saying when they copy human speech. And, you know, the pet birds, the trained birds that do tricks, probably want a cracker, probably want a cracker. They understand if they make a certain vocal pattern that the silly looking person outside of the cage will give them food. That's what's important to them.